How's it going, everybody? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new video. And in today's video, I'm going to discuss Sony's current version of their theatrical Venom and its issues and problems, and how, if they keep going this route, the issues that it can have affecting future Venom and Spider-Man properties, and my ideas of how it can be fixed. If you like this video, smash that like button, leave a comment down below about your Venom opinions. Subscribe to this channel, share this video with a friend, and we'll talk to you again soon. Alright, I just want to start off with saying that Sony isn't completely screwed yet. There is a way that they can fix this, and I'm going to get into that a little bit later. But right now, the current state of their theatrical version of Venom is a mess, and it has been a mess since they announced that they were going to make a movie about Venom without Spider-Man. We need to remember, Venom only exists because the symbiote bonded with Spider-Man first. It bonded with Peter Parker first. In the comics and the Secret Wars storyline, Spider-Man gets the symbiote in space and he brings it back to Earth with him. He has the black suit. He does the whole arc. He gets rid of it on the bell tower, and the symbiote doesn't like the loud noises, and the symbiote, he ditches the symbiote, and then it bonds with Eddie Brock after that. Eddie Brock already had the vendetta against Peter Parker. The symbiote had the vendetta against Spider-Man. We are Venom. It made perfect sense. It was great. And what also makes Venom so cool is because it was bonded with Spider-Man first, so it has those spider-like abilities. Venom has that white spider on his chest. He can shoot the webs out of the top of his wrists. He has those spider-like abilities. He can climb up the wall like Spider-Man can. That's what made Venom so cool. And then also, if you're familiar with the 1990s Spider-Man animated series, which is on Disney Plus, watch it. It's awesome. I get brought back to my childhood every single time I watch that show. Sometimes I'll just turn it on at night and fall asleep to it. It's fucking awesome. The theme song is just fantastic to that show. Anyways, the symbiote gets brought in by Space Shuttle by J. Jonah Jameson's son. He's on that space shuttle that lands on the Washington Bridge or the Brooklyn Bridge or something like that. Anyways, the symbiote is on that spaceship. It still bonds to Spider-Man first. Spider-Man does the whole black suit arc where he has the enhanced abilities and he's got the extra adrenaline and a little bit, he's edgier and angrier. He goes through that whole arc. The symbiote adapts to those Spider-Man abilities. It learns it. And then also in that series, Eddie Brock has his personal beef with Peter Parker. And just like in the comics, the symbiote hates Spider-Man. Eddie Brock hates Peter Parker. Right now, we do not have that. The Venom in the movies doesn't have any Spider-Man-like abilities. When it climbs the walls, it impales the walls with its claws to climb up it. It doesn't have the webs when it tries to grab something with an extended arm. It's just goop. It's shooting out fucking goop. It doesn't make sense. It's so hard to watch, and that's why the sequel to the movie, it wasn't that good, and I wish they were good because I like Tom Hardy, I like Andy Serkis, I like Woody Harrelson. These are great guys, great actors, and they're just, they want it to be good. It's just not because Spider-Man isn't in it. And it's a problem because we're getting to the video game, the sequel to the video game, Spider-Man 2, the video game that comes out in a few years, we know is going to have Venom in it. And if Sony thinks they can get away with what they're doing in the movies, sadly it's not going to get away in the video games. The fans are not going to like this. And I don't think Insomniac is stupid enough to do this. I think that they are smart enough to give the symbiote to Peter Parker first. But if they don't, and if they just try to have Venom exist, whether it's Harry Osborn or Eddie Brock, which way they decide to do it, I hope they realize they need to have the symbiote bond to Spider-Man and Peter Parker first to make Venom make sense. And in the movies, this is how Sony can fix it. This is how Sony can get out of the woods and fix this. Is if they're doing this whole multiverse thing with Disney and they're going to do Tom Holland Spider-Man and Tom Hardy Venom, and they're going to do that. This is my opinion. This is my thoughts on how they can do it. Disney, if you decide to go with this shit, or Sony, if you decide to go with this shit, I'll send you my P.O. box. The symbiote, Tom Hardy's Venom symbiote, needs to realize that Spider-Man is a more powerful host because he already has superpowers. He's a more powerful host who is a likely perfect bond, a perfect host for them to bond with and have symbiosis. Tom Holland Spider-Man will go through his entire black suit arc. That's going to have Eddie Brock hate Peter Parker and Spider-Man. And then eventually when Tom Holland gets rid of the suit, rids himself of the symbiote suit, the symbiote's going to go crawling back to Eddie Brock. But it'll have remembered some of its spider-like powers. It's going to don that white logo on its chest. It's going to actually shoot webs and be able to stick to walls like Spider-Man can. The symbiote's then going to hate Spider-Man, and then Eddie Brock is going to hate Peter Parker for taking the symbiote away from him in the first place. Boom, Sony, I just solved your problem. Anyways, those are my opinions. Those are my thoughts on the current state of Venom. If you agree with my opinions, let me know. Give a thumbs up on this video. If you disagree and you like the way Venom's going right now, hey, that's perfectly okay. That, you know, good for you that you enjoy it. I got no problem with that. So let me know in the comments section. Subscribe to this channel if you're new, and we'll talk to you again soon.